thought I would try this out for the first time. This is a YouTube live. Now I suppose I can record this. I don't know what I can do with this. But hi, I'm David. I'm here in Tampa, Florida, sunny Tampa, Florida. It's 75 degrees on this fine Saturday at 2:15 in the afternoon. I'm heading to the gym. Wow, what a week we've had. I am telling you, with the release of that memo, people are wondering why are you so political, David? Why are you, I didn't know you were political. I didn't know you were into politics. Well, I don't really like politics. That's why I voted for President Trump, still Donald Trump, but now President Trump, because we should respect the office. Although there is a group of people, not all Democrats, but liberal ones, very liberal ones on the left, that do not respect. And so, if you can't give respect, how can you get respect? So with that being said, transparency is pretty good. I don't think that anybody in Washington, D.C. should be holier than thou. I don't think that there should be permanent positions there. I think there should be term limits. I never agreed with lifetime benefits. Hey, if we don't have them, why should they have them? And which it makes them somewhat elitists. And if they're voted by the people to represent the people, then they should be like the people. They should live by the laws that they create. We have to live by those laws. They need to be judged by those same laws, and they're not. Well, that's because we give them special privileges. We should not allow that. They give themselves special privileges, and we just allow it to happen because I go back to the first question. David, why are you so political? I didn't know you were political. Well, when you sit back and do nothing and are complacent, then this is what's going to happen. People are going to let the power go to their heads. They're going to let this position go to their head. It happens all the time. That's why there's oversight. Well, we need that oversight. We need the transparency. We shouldn't have anything to hide. Now, when it comes to covert operations, of course. When it comes to military and defending our country, of course. I agree with Donald Trump. Why should we tell the other side what we're doing? But the American people are not the other side. Although I think the liberal Democrats, libertards, whatever you want to call them, are the other side. They need to understand that America is a team. We are a team. We need to act like a team, and when a house is divided, it will fall. And President Trump does not cause divide. He's trying to cause unity. The Democrats are causing divide by doing all this crap, and so is the press. But God bless President Trump for fighting through all that. I greatly appreciate it. I hope that it continues. Keep focused on the prize, representing the American people, doing what's best for us first. Because if we can't take care of our own house, how are we expect to help other people out? When I see people on the streets begging for money, if I'm broke, how can I give them money? Well, we help each other out. But if we can't help them out because we're being taxed like you wouldn't believe, and our resources are being pushed to the limits because of social programs, then it ain't gonna work. So that's why when I saw the stuff in California where the Attorney General is asking for businesses to violate federal law, yeah, he should be thrown in jail. He should be taken out immediately. That state has just gone too far. Way too far. Governor Brown's got to go. There are new people coming in. And honestly, there is no more California dreaming. California isn't the dream anymore. It's a nightmare. And I think they should come out with a song with that. It used to be a great place to probably go. Everybody said, hey, I want to go to California. And the Europeans say, yeah, I want to go to California. I'm going, why? I gotta go to California. Even some of my friends that live in California don't want to be there, but because of family, they have to stay. Right now, I think the greatest state in the country, I don't think there is a greatest state, but I love living in the state of Florida. I don't mind not having to pay state income tax. Although Hillsborough County, I cannot believe that Hillary Clinton won that county. Gee, got some idiots here. Yes, and I mean idiots. Misinformed, ignorant. I'm looking right at you, and yet you still can't believe it. You see the forest. There's a forest in front of you, and you're telling me I don't see any trees, but they're there. It's just like middle school kids. When I was a teacher, I could stand behind a middle school kid. I could watch that child haul off and pop somebody in front of them. I'm going, and then they turn around and they notice that I'm standing there and they going, what? I didn't hit him. So they self-incriminate themselves, and then they'll stand beside that till their grave, tell their parents. Parents come in, side with their children, and then you got to bring in witnesses and say, hey, guess what? Your child's a liar. But you can't flat out say that to a parent, that your child's a liar. Oh, heaven forbid the snowflakes get in trouble. Well, guess what? All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. We live amongst sinners, self-included. It's just the way it is. Every day I have a daily discipline. I get up in the morning, I listen to worship music to try to set my mind straight. I go to the gym and I buffet my body and I make it my slave, trying to get into shape, get into better shape. It's a progress. Rome wasn't built in a day. But I tell you what, I was in insane shape years ago before I was hit by a drunk driver, and had 2 lower back surgeries, a neck surgery, and a knee surgery, and over the course of 4 to 5 years gained 70 pounds. Sure, in that time I had a feeling sorry for David syndrome. I battled depression. I went through all of those things. But you know what? Darn it, I'm going to fight my way out of that thing. So I do my best. I forget the rest. God only wants your best. I try not to look behind. I try to press forward. And my goal, I have a goal, which is to get back down to 210 pounds, right around 9 or 10% body fat, be in the best shape that I've ever been in, using P90X to do that, taking the Shakeology vegan shakes, and recently I went vegan about 13 weeks ago, not because of any spiritual thing, but just because it helps me focus on cleaning up my diet. Yeah, I got to be creative when I cook. There's not too many places I can go out to eat, but then again, there's a lot of crap out there. So I'm trying to put good stuff into my body, trying to hit the gym. It's also my sanctuary because it helps my mind. And with that, today is chest, shoulders, and arms. But it's the iron. See, I do the P90X throughout the week, try to get in 3 to 5 miles a week in the swimming pool. And I hit the iron on the weekends to keep the power up. Fighting Father Time. Fighting all those Goliaths that want to come along and just say, nah, I'm going to kick your butt. And I look at him and go, nope, not happening. Without hesitation. No, sorry, you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying you're wrong. Anyway, with that being said, this is my first YouTube Live, and I see that nobody's watched it, but that's okay. I'll save it, hopefully. I'll post it on my Facebook or my Instagram, but hopefully I can get a few more of these things in. But with all the crap that's going on in the politics today and with our government, just know that President Trump is standing for us. He's not against us. He's not lying to us. He said he was going to drain the swamp. Well, this is a part of that. And sure, change is painful, but guess what? We have to go through it. We have to go through it. The swamp is fighting back, but that's okay. And the press is fighting back. They're part of that swamp. It's got to happen. We've got to clean this place up, make America stronger again, put them in the forefront in everything, so that the rest of the world will look at the United States, want to invest in the United States, want to benefit and profit off the United States as well, but it's mutual. We take care of our house, and then we can help out others. That's how it works. And we've got some liberal Democrats on the left that just don't want that to happen. They would rather live in their hypocrisy, lie to you, and take your money. You know, it's interesting. They come into this political arena, just an average Joe. You know, they raise money and they get elected. They've on all sorts of promises. Then they start taking money from special interests. And the next thing you know, these average people live in multi-million-dollar mansions. Bernie Sanders. Never had a decent job in their life. And think that they can run the government? Think that they know policy and financial stuff when all they know about finance is give me your money so I can spend it on my own. Case in point, the Clintons. They're multi-millionaires now because of why? Because they stole from the United States. They sold the United States for their own benefit. They didn't care about anybody else. They only cared about themselves. And I'm not saying that because that's what the press says. You know, I listen to various news outlets, but I listen to people too that have actually worked on the inside. Dan Bongino, yes, a former Secret Service presidential protection, will tell you all about the Bushes, Clintons, Obamas, and how corrupt they are. I'm not saying that the Bushes were corrupt. I'm not saying they were angels either. But my goodness, you know, I'm going to listen to somebody who's actually been there and done that. And not just come up with some opinion based upon what some stupid writer or press person has said somewhere. And yes, I'm calling them stupid. I read a book by Sam Ratigliano called Pressure. And he said if you ever want to get a brain, you can always get one from a sports writer because they never use theirs. Well, guess what? Sports writer is a press person. And they just don't use their brains. They don't report all the facts. They only report part of them. Oh, the district had a witness. No, yeah, and the witness corroborated the other person. You dummy. Jeez. That's how it works. They just say they had a witness, but they don't say, you know, what the witness said. Why? Because they don't want you to know that they don't want you to know that the witness was for the defendant, not for the person, the other side. You know how it works. Well, anyway, I'm here at LA Fitness. I'm going to get into the gym, get some stuff done. Happy Saturday on this 2/29 February. I think it's what, February 3rd or 4th? I think it's something like that. Anyway, God bless, and we'll see you soon.